Have you ever stopped to think about who's really in control of your life? You probably believe you're free, you make choices, you decide what to do, you live how you want. But the truth is far darker. You're living like a pleasure slave. And no, I don't mean chains and whips. I mean your brain, your most powerful weapon, has been hijacked, trained to obey, and rewarded with tiny doses of pleasure so you'll never want to escape. The scariest part? You don't even see the chains. Let me explain. Every time you scroll through social media, binge Netflix, chase likes, or stuff your face with junk food, you're not acting freely. You're reacting. You're following the invisible masters of your life, algorithms, corporations, advertisers, and even your own biology. They dangle the bait, dopamine hits. You take the bait, you come back for more. And just like that, you're trapped. Day after day, you live not for purpose, not for growth, but for comfort and stimulation. Slowly, your energy, your focus, your ambition, it all leaks away. Here's the trick about modern slavery. There are no cages. The chains are invisible, and that makes them even stronger. Every notification on your phone is a leash. Every sugar-packed snack is a bribe. Every viral trend is a command, and you obey. Not because someone forces you to, but because it feels good. That's the trap. Scientists ran experiments with rats in a lab. They gave the rats a button that delivered dopamine to their brains. The rats pressed the button again and again, ignoring food, ignoring water, ignoring sleep. Some of them pressed until they literally died. Now let me ask you, how different are we? We're the same rats, except our button is a glowing screen. Tap, scroll, swipe, repeat. Dopamine on demand. You call it entertainment. But what if it's actually enslavement? The illusion of freedom society tells you, do what makes you happy. But what they really mean is, consume what we feed you. Freedom isn't endless choice. Freedom isn't binging Netflix for 6 hours or scrolling Instagram until 3 a.m. That's not freedom. That's manipulation disguised as choice. Think about it. A prisoner with unlimited TV channels is still a prisoner. The difference is he doesn't realize it because the distractions keep him entertained. That's exactly how this system works. True freedom isn't about chasing every desire. It's about having the strength to say no, to take back your attention, to stop being a puppet pulled by invisible strings. The cost of slavery. Let's be honest, this kind of slavery doesn't just steal your time, it robs you of your entire life. Think about an ordinary day. You wake up, roll over, and the first thing you touch is your phone. 10 minutes of scrolling turns into 30. You check emails, messages, maybe watch a few reels. Before you've even stood up, half your morning is gone. Then you rush through your day, distracted, unfocused. You snack when you're not hungry. You open your phone every few minutes without even realizing it. You spend more time consuming than creating. Evening comes. You're tired, drained, but not because you worked hard, because you overstimulated yourself. So you reward yourself with more distraction. One episode becomes 5. Midnight hits, and you realize the day slipped away. Again, multiply that by a week. Multiply a week by a year. Multiply a year by a decade. That's the price of being a pleasure slave. Your dreams get buried under endless entertainment. Your focus gets shattered into fragments. Your willpower evaporates. And the saddest part? You don't even notice, because every moment of loss is covered up by a sugar rush, a dopamine spike, a fake laugh from another video. Like a frog in boiling water, you don't feel the danger until it's too late. So how do you escape? Not by chasing more pleasure. The only way out is through controlled discomfort. Put down your phone and let yourself feel boredom. Resist junk food and train your body to handle hunger. Walk without music, sit without distraction, face your thoughts head on. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it feels like pain. But discipline is short-term pain that buys you long-term freedom. Slavery is short-term pleasure that leads to long-term destruction. The one who learns to master their desires doesn't just regain freedom, they gain power. Power over themselves, power over their life, power over their future. Now picture 2 futures. Future 1. You keep living as you are now. Every day starts with distraction and ends with regret. You grow older, weaker, more tired, and one day you look back and realize you never actually lived. You were entertained to death. Future 2. You wake up and for the first time you don't obey. You feel the urge to scroll, but you put the phone down. You crave the sugar, but you choose real food. You want comfort, but you step into discomfort. At first it feels wrong, but soon something incredible happens. You feel alive, you feel focused, you feel powerful. because for the first time in years, you're not a slave, you're a master. So ask yourself, which future do you want? Because here's the truth. A slave obeys impulses. A master directs them. A slave lives for comfort. A master lives for growth. A slave drowns in temporary pleasure. A master builds lasting freedom. If you're tired of being someone else's puppet, then wake up. Break the cycle. Take back your life. Don't just live as a pleasure slave. Break the chains before they bury you. And if this shook you, even a little, share it. Because the more people wake up, the fewer slaves this world will have. Thanks for watching.